So you know the amount of wisdom you have is inversely proportional to the amount of hair on the head, right? So we've saved the best for last. Now, Arun Sharma has a MPhil in Engineering for Sustainable Development from the University of Cambridge in the UK, as well as degrees from the University of Waterloo in Canada, both a bachelor's and a master's in electrical engineering. And he works with the Rural Innovation Network's LRAMP program, having to do with innovation for rural enterprises. And so it's very fitting that he's going to round out the panelists this afternoon, and then we'll have our questions after that.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I spent all morning shaving my head, so I'm glad I got that introduction. So I'm working with LRAMP, and what we are is a non-profit business incubator, and we look for socially relevant ideas, socially relevant innovations which can benefit the rural poor. And we work with the innovators who have created that technology and try and help them build a business around it. So we believe that if you create a business around this innovative technology, that's the best way to get the technology out to the people who can use them. We focus on agriculture, on energy, and on water supply, as well as a few other innovations. And some examples of the products that we're working with are a mini sanitary napkin making machine. So for all the women who don't have access to sanitary napkins, we provide a machine where ladies can make it themselves and then market it to their other people in their community. We also have organic fertilizers, we have neonatal incubators, and we have 16 projects today. These are all projects which are developed by people from the community, and we're merely an enabler, and we bring together different services. So what I'm going to talk about today are the difficulties or what is necessary for people to make the link from an innovation into becoming an entrepreneur. And from my experience, there are three main things. One is that you have to know how to become an entrepreneur. Secondly, you have to have the opportunity to do something about it. And thirdly, although this probably comes first, is you have to have the inspiration to want to do something about it. So I'm going to go through each of these points, drawing on experiences from our innovators, and try and tie this to what IIT can do in the future. So when an innovator comes to us, he'll come to us with some sort of technology, and we'll have a long discussion about how does it work, what has it done, have you tested it, things like that. And what most often happens is that once the technology works, we say, okay, now how are we going to build this into a business? And people seem to have this mindset, the majority of people have this mindset that once the technology works, as my co-speaker said, it's good enough. Sir, it works, and now the government should come and buy 3 lakh of them, and my work is done. So you just have to call the chief minister and get the government to buy it, and my work is done. Or they say, sir, you know, I have a patent, and that's good enough, so now this product is worth 3 crores, so please, find somebody to pay me 3 crores, and this product will be a success. And that mindset is prevalent, and that's unfortunate, because that's not sufficient to build a business around. And that's something that we come across all the time, and I wish that wasn't there. Once we go a little bit further than that, once we actually work with the people who we're working with to try and build a business, we find that the majority of them are missing the basic fundamentals of how to build a business. The basic fundamentals like, how do you price your product? Can you really sell a 40 rupee product in a 10 rupee market? Do they really understand the problem that they're trying to solve? And we find that most of them don't properly understand the problem which their product should be solving. A lot of people also don't understand the different financing mechanisms which are available in India. There's a wide variety of financing mechanisms, the traditional side, but there's a lot of new things which have emerged recently, and there is money available. But unfortunately, a lot of the people who today are trying to build businesses are not able to access those finances. And finally, how do you sell something? So once somebody has a product, it's been tested, it works, a lot of people, they say, okay, sir, find me a distributor, and he will take my sales from 1,000 to 1 lakh in 1 month. And it doesn't work like that. You have to get out there and start selling and trying, and as he said, you just have to do it. And a lot of people, unfortunately, don't have that mindset today, and that's an unfortunate thing. And I believe that if people had a better mindset, we'd have more than the 16 projects we'd have now. We'd have something in the range of 60. So what can IIT do about it? And there's, I think, one thing I've mentioned before, that IIT is thinking about launching a course on innovation and social entrepreneurship, and there has been a proposal to try and get students to be able to take a course which merges both theory and practice. So this is something that's been proposed for the next academic year, and there's faculty from the engineering side, the design side, the management side, and the humanities side trying to put together this interdisciplinary course where theory and practice should come together. And we hope that once students learn something and they actually get the opportunity to lay the foundation stones as part of their coursework, then organizations such as ours, the Genesis Business Plan Competition, the Rural Technology Business Incubator, these are all institutions associated with IIT Madras today, can help to provide the support to take them out and so that they'll grow into viable enterprises.